Hello and welcome to That Suite. My name is Sarah Emery and today I'm going to show you how to set up email notifications for past due invoices in NetSuite using a workflow. In my previous video, I walked through the process of configuring scheduled emails within a saved search in order to send summarized emails to customers with past due invoices. I'll include a link to that video in the description below in case you missed it. Today, I'm going to use that same saved search to create a workflow that will send emails that use a custom email template and include a PDF attachment of the overdue invoice using SuiteWorld. I'm going to start by disabling the scheduled emails in my saved search. So this is the search that I created in the last video. I'm going to edit it, and then I'm going to uncheck all of the boxes that trigger the scheduled emails. So I'll navigate to the email subtab once this loads, and then I will uncheck send email according to schedule, which automatically unchecks summarize scheduled emails. So now I can save and run, and then I can get started on my workflow. So I'm going to navigate to customization, workflow, workflows, new. I'm going to start by entering a name, ID, and description. So we'll call this past due invoice emails. And I'm going to pop down to description. Always a best practice to populate that. Now I'm going to jump back up to the record type. So we are going to be using this on a transaction, specifically our invoice. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then in the subtypes, I'm going to select invoice. I'm going to set this into released status. And down here at the bottom where it has the initiation options, I'm going to select scheduled. Next, I'll select my saved search in the saved search filter section. So that was past due invoices with email. And I do want this to repeat, but I definitely don't want it sending every 30 minutes. So I'm going to configure this to run weekly at 8 a.m. I'm going to set it to run every Monday, and I will save. So now I can start configuring my email. I'm click on the state and select new action. I'm going to use a send email action. Because I've already configured the workflow itself to run on a schedule, I don't need to configure anything else in this header section. So I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom and start configuring the parameters of my email. So let's start by selecting a specific sender. So in this case, I'm going to select the user that I'm logged in as. Alternatively, you could have a dynamic value where you selected a from field, such as the sales rep on the invoice. And then down in the recipient section, I do want this to be dynamic. So I'm going to select the current record, and I want the entity. I could, at this point, hard code my email content using this option, which provides me with a simple WYSIWYG editor. But if you want something that is more tailored to your branding, you can use the Use Template option and select a pre-configured HTML template that you've already created. So I'm going to use that option, and I have a template called Overdue Invoice Emails. I'm going to select that. Lastly, I will add an attachment by checking the Include Transaction option, and I'm going to select it as a PDF. If you'd prefer to attach a customer statement, you can create a customer saved search to identify customers that are past due and use it to configure a workflow triggering on the customer record instead of the invoice record. When you create a send email action in a workflow triggering on the customer record, the attachment section allows you to define the parameters for a customer statement attachment. At this point, I will save my workflow, and it will automatically trigger every week on Monday at 8 a.m. to send all of those email notifications using the template that I selected and including the invoice as a PDF attachment. I love working with SuiteFlow to automate processes since it empowers users who aren't developers to build their own customizations, just like the one we created. I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, or if you have ideas about other topics you'd like me to cover, please leave a comment below. Also, make sure to subscribe for even more NetSuite tips, tricks, and helpful hints. I'll be back again next week with another video to help you live that sweet life.